good guys? So today I'm taking you through my supplementation. So I'll be showing you supplements that I take, why I take them, and then after that I'll be taking you through a shoulders workout and explaining a little bit more about my training at the moment. But I will be doing a video in the future specifically on my training splits, so hold tight for that. But yeah, let's crack on with the video. Peace. Right guys, before I start telling you about supplements that I take, I want to make it very clear, this is not me telling you what you should be or should not be doing. It's me telling you what my experiences have been and kind of what I have found to be effective, ineffective, and so on. But yeah, I just want to make that clear before I get started. So we're going to be looking at 4 supplements today. We're going to be looking at creatine, BCAAs, whey protein, and pre-workout. Okay, so let's start with creatine. Creatine is something that I've been taking for the last few years, and I've found it to be pretty effective. However, before I start with all of these, none of these are essential, so I call them non-essential. None of these are essential in achieving your goals. What is essential is following a structured training and nutrition regime that is geared towards your goals. So if you've got a good base of nutrition in, you've got a good base of training in, that's what you need to be doing. You don't need to be focusing on the supplements until you've got those in place. So creatine is something I've been taking for years now, and I've definitely seen good effects from it. I think the best way to describe how it feels when you first start taking it is, it feels like you've got a little bit of a pump kind of all the time. You feel fuller, you feel bigger, it just feels quite good. But yeah, there's been a lot of research on this, so it's been proven to be an effective supplement. Essentially what it does is increases your muscle water retention, which would explain why you feel fuller. So yeah, if it's something that interests you, I'd recommend giving it a go. If you actually look at my last YouTube video with La Bomba, it was about 3 or 4 days after I started taking it again, after about a year of not taking it, and oh my, the pump was ridiculous. It was the most insane pump ever. That's why the title was literally called that, I think. And yeah, I'd never had a pump like that before. To be honest, it was probably too much. I could barely grip the bar by the end of the workout, but yeah, that was a crazy pump. So if you're up for a pretty naughty pump, yeah, give it a go, see how you find it. But yeah, that's creatine. So that's one of the ones I take at the moment. BCAAs. This is the least essential, non-essential supplement ever. Essentially, I just take it because it tastes good. It's meant to help with recovery, because essentially branched chain amino acids are building blocks to protein, and they essentially aid in the protein synthesis process. Protein synthesis is essentially the gains making process. So yeah, that's what they're meant to do, but there's still controversy around the subject of whether they actually do anything or not. But yeah, I would not look at these as being the magic answer to your problems. If you feel like you're not achieving your goals, BCAAs isn't going to be the answer. And also, if you're looking to save some money, don't get the BCAAs. Stick to the more essential and non-essential supplements. Next up, we have protein, whey protein. This is probably the most essential supplement out of the ones I've got here, and I'll tell you why. Having whey protein is ideal for meeting your daily protein intake requirements. It can be quite difficult to have as much protein as you need to achieve your goals. So having a protein shake can just kind of give you that little bit of help to ensure that you're getting the protein in that you need, because eating the amount of protein that you need in your meals, which you can do, and I have done multiple times, sometimes it can be a little bit ridiculous, especially if you only get time for 2 big meals a day. You're going to be having a lot of protein in one sitting, so it can just give you that kind of helping hand to increase your daily intake without too much difficulty. So yeah, whey protein is definitely up there with one that I would recommend getting involved with, especially if you find it difficult to get enough protein in. But yeah, that's whey protein. So last one I want to talk about is pre-workout. Now you might have seen in Zach's video, he talks about how I have accidentally had 2 monsters before.
You want a monster?
I already had one, man. I don't want to do an Elliot. I don't want to be buzzing off the wall.
I've had one as well, but
wait, why are you double dosing?
This is how Elliot accidentally took 2 monsters.
Accidentally does it.
That's me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've told you guys, but last time Elliot was saying how sometimes he might accidentally have 2 monsters. And I was like, whoa.
How can you accidentally?
This is accidentally having 2
And this is how you do it, apparently.
And I have, but the issue is I react quite badly to caffeine, so accidentally having 2 monsters, which is super easy to do because they're just such nice drinks, resulted in me feeling like absolute shit. And it was really not a nice feeling. And this is kind of what I want to talk about with pre-workout. You need to understand how sensitive you are to caffeine before you start smashing pre-workout like it's going out of fashion. Some people will go in and have so much pre-workout just because they think it's sick to get fucked up in the gym and try and have a sick session. But like at the end of the day, if you have too much caffeine, you're gonna have a shit session. Don't look at pre-workout as the answer. Again, a bit like BCAAs, I don't look at them as very essential. And to be honest, I think there's a lot of placebo effect that goes on with people who take pre-workout. That you might take one and you kind of amp yourself up because you're like, oh yeah, I've taken pre-workout, like I'm gonna have a sick session. But realistically, I think it's just you're hyping yourself up a little bit. Obviously they help, and if you've got no energy and you really need a little boost, then yeah, obviously it's going to help you out. It's got caffeine in it, but don't rely on it solely, and also don't just go and mimic what other people do that you see online. You see someone smash like a load of pre-workout, and then you're like, well, I'm going to do that as well. And you get in the gym and end up fucking yourself over because you've got to be careful. Like at the end of the day, you're just stimulating your body. If you have too much stimulant, you could do yourself some damage. So just be careful with pre-workout. I steer clear of it the majority of the time, and if I do have pre-workout, it's something very light, like not intense or anything like that. So be careful with pre-workout. It's definitely not essential, and you can cause yourself some harm if you really overdo it. So yeah, that's it. But essentially for supplements, that's all I've got to say. Like those are the only ones I've really messed with over the last 8 years. Obviously you've got things like vitamin D3, biotin, multivitamins. They're quite good to take on like a day-to-day basis, just to ensure that you're getting all the vitamins and minerals that you need in your diet. But yeah, that's really it. I've never really overcomplicated things for my training, my nutrition. Like supplements for me, as I said before, they're not essential. So they're just sort of things that I've taken and tried to see whether they actually do have any impact on my training after I'd already had a solid base of nutrition and a solid workout plan in place. So make sure you get those things right first before you even bother looking at supplements. Don't waste your money on a load of shit which isn't going to do anything for you. The ones I mentioned here today, they all have a few benefits and you might see some progress alongside taking them. However, it's to do with the consistency of your training and your nutrition, which is going to be the key factor behind your progress. So never forget that. But anyway, enough of that shit. Let's roll on to the rest of the video. Peace.
Keep repping, let's go. Leave it all here, come on, let's go. Good. Nice. Good set, good. Come on. Nice work.
Oh my god. That was 30 reps. 30 reps. That's good there.
Look good.
Super lightweight. Like 4 or 5 is what I usually go with. And it's like, you know how you do the rotator exercises? It's like that, but incorporate them all into one with the shoulder press. So basically, you only need a really light weight, like 4 or 5 kilograms. Arms out in front of you, nice and straight, head
start going heavy and trying to swing,
Yeah.
you're going to damage your shoulders.
Alright, cool. Let's get it.
Good. Up. Nice. Down nice and slow. Good. Set. Right?
That weird, whatever it's called. Exercise fuck me. Literally.
I don't have a name for it. I think we should name it.
The shoulder fucker.
Let's see shit.
Right, just wrapped up that shoulder session. My shoulders are feeling hella fucked right now. Matt's fucked me over with that stupid exercise. It was very good though, so give it a go if you haven't tried it before. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have tried it before, so give it a go. But yeah, I was just talking to Matt, like, it's crazy looking back, or like looking now at my physique and how much it's changed over the last year, literally since focusing on working on my shoulders and my lats. And like I can see the difference now. But yeah, essentially I'm going to do a transformation video really, really soon. And if you've got a goal and you stick to it, you can make the progress that you want to make. A year ago, I really wanted to work on my caps, my shoulder caps and my lats, and I'm pretty happy with where they're at now.
I've actually got something I want to say. A couple of friends of mine this morning, I was having a conversation on the phone, and basically Will Smith, you could even put the video in here,
Yep.
but he says to, like, you don't think about building a wall, like, you're not like, oh, I'm going to build a wall, you lay a brick. And the more bricks you lay, day in, day out, you do the right things every day. Just think about today, I'm just going to lay this brick. I'm going to lay this brick so well, better than any person is ever going to lay a brick. You do that every single day, eventually you've got a wall. And that's the same with like this, like building a physique and all that kind of stuff. You lay the right bricks every day, you'll eventually have a wall. Look at Elliot and think, I want a physique like his. Like, I've got to do the right thing today, and tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after, and eventually you'll have that physique. I think that's just
I just want to clarify, by laying bricks doesn't mean having a shit.